Good morning, students. So today we will be studying part 2 of the networking concepts. So last time in the video we have studied what is a computer network. So let us just revise the topics. So a computer network is nothing but interconnecting of computers and peripherals to share data and resources. So after knowing what a computer network is, we have studied what are the advantages of computer network, then what are the components required to set up a computer network. So now in this video, we will be studying what are the different types of computer networks. Now children, the different types of computer networks, they are categorized based on the following criteria. So there are 3 criteria we will study. First is types of computer networks based on the geographical spread. Second one is types of computer networks based on architecture. And the third one, types of computer networks based on arrangement of nodes. So now let us see the first criteria, that is based on geographical spread. So according to how your computers are placed, that means what is the distance between those computers, basing on that we will classify the networks into 4 types. So first one in this is personal area network, that is PAN. Second one is local area network, LAN. Third one is metropolitan area network, that is MAN. And the last one is wide area network, in short WAN. Now let us study these networks one by one. So coming to the first network, that is PAN, personal area network. So as you can see in the name itself, personal area. So this particular network is confined only to your personal space or to your personal area. For example, let's say you want to transfer a file from your computer or laptop to your mobile phone. So you may make use of the USB cable or the Bluetooth. So if you see these networks are confined to your personal space. These are confined to a limited area. So this type of networks are nothing but the personal area networks. That means these networks are extended only to a limited space. Then coming to the second type of network, that is LAN, local area network. So as the name suggests, local area. So these networks are usually confined to a particular building or a very limited space. Let's say within an office or within the school campus or within your society. So it is limited to only one particular building or one particular space. So now usually in LAN we'll connect the computer using the different wires. Now this kind of network, it will make use of the wires, and because you cannot use the wires to a larger extent, that is why this network is confined to a very limited space. Then coming to the third one, that is MAN or metropolitan area network. So metropolitan area network will connect the computers across larger areas, let's say within a city. So the best example for this is your cable TV providers. So if you see the cable TV network, it is expanded within the cities and it also connects the networks between the cities. So such type of network is a metropolitan area network. Then coming to the last type, that is wide area network. So as the name says, wide. So usually this network is confined, or this network will connect the computers on a very large geographical space. For example, it may connect the networks within countries or continents. In short, the best example for your wide area network is the internet. So if you can see, internet connects all the computers throughout the world. So these are the 4 different types of computer networks based on the geographical spread. Now let us see the second criteria. The second criteria of the computer network is based on the architecture. So if you can see here, based on the architecture, we will classify our computer networks into 2 types. The first one is peer-to-peer network, in short P2P network, and the second one is a client-server network. Now let us study both of them one by one. The first one is peer-to-peer network. So in P2P network, all the computers are interconnected, all the devices are interconnected to each other. So if you can see here, one single device is connected to all the other devices nearby. So this type of computer networks, they are reasonable only to a shorter space where you have less number of devices. On a large scale, this kind of network is not applicable. So that is the reason we'll see about the second network, that is client-server network. So if you're going for a large scale of network, then client-server network is the best one to use. So as you can see in client-server network, there will be one central computer called as the server. Now this is the main computer which will contain all the data. Now this computer is then attached to all the devices. Now all the other devices here are called clients. So these clients will request the data to the server, and in return server will give them the requested data as response. So the best example of this is your smart boards. So if you can see in the school, we upload the data in the knowledge center, that is the main computer server. Now once the data has been uploaded in the knowledge center, all the other classes can get access to the same data in their respective class. So if you see here, we have updated the data only on the server, but all the clients can get access to that data which is uploaded on the single server. So that is the reason in real time we'll go for a client-server network when compared to peer-to-peer network. Now let us study the next network. The next one is based on arrangement of nodes. So now this word sounds quite new. So nodes are nothing but each computer in the network. So when let's say you are connecting 5 computers in a network, then each of the computer is called node. So we can say node 1, node 2, node 3, node 4, node 5. So nodes are nothing but the computers connected in the network. Then what is arrangement of these nodes called? So the arrangements of these nodes is called topology. So topology is the word which represents the arrangement of nodes. So now based on this, we will classify our networks again into 4 different types. So that is based on topology, you will classify your networks into 4 different types. So the 4 topologies we will be studying here is bus topology, ring topology, star topology, and mesh topology. Now let us study each topology one by one. Coming to the first one, that is the bus topology. So in the bus topology, we will have a single wire to which all the computers will be attached. So now this single wire which we are talking about is called the backbone. So this is the network backbone to which all the computers will be attached. Now, if at all there is a break in the backbone or any problem in the backbone, the transmission of the data will fail. So this is a disadvantage of this topology. If anything happens to the wire, the transmission of the data will fail. So that is the reason this topology is not reliable, but it is very easy to connect the computers and to disconnect the computers from the backbone. Now comes to the second topology, that is the star topology. Now in star topology, we will have one central unit called hub, and all the other computers are connected to this central unit called the hub. Now children, this is the most reliable topology, because in this topology, if you can see, the computers are connected to the hub. So if at all there is a problem with one computer in the network, it will not affect the functioning of the other computers. So this is an advantage. Now the disadvantage of this topology is, if at all the hub fails, then the complete system will go down. Now coming to the third one, that is ring topology. So in ring topology, one computer is connected to adjoining two computers. That is, one node is connected to adjoining two nodes. Now the transfer of the data will take place in single direction at one time. Let's say this computer is sending the data to other computers. So if at all the data has to transfer, it will either transfer in this direction at once, or it will transfer in this direction at once. So if at all any node in between fails, automatically the transfer of data will stop. That is the reason we will not rely on the ring topology. For example, let's say this computer wants to send the information to this computer. So now the information will either travel this way or the information will travel this way. Let's say the information is traveling this side. Now in between, let's say this system has failed. So automatically the transmission of the data will stop here, because this system will have to pass the information here. Otherwise the information is not going to the next system. So because of failure of this node, the data will be stuck somewhere in between and it will not be transferred to this system. So that is why we cannot rely on the ring topology. Now next one is the mesh topology. So in mesh topology, each node is connected to every node in the network. So if you can see here, this system is connected with every other system in the network. Similarly, this system is connected to other systems in the network. So now what is the disadvantage of this topology is, the data is not secure. So you cannot rely on this topology because your data is not secure in the network, because each computer is interconnected with each other. So depending on how your nodes are arranged, this is how you will divide your network into 4 different types, that is 4 different topologies. So children, these are the different types of computer network based on different criteria. So according to your criteria, you will choose one type of network to set up your devices. So this is the end of the chapter. So in this chapter you have studied what is a computer network, what are the advantages of computer network, then what are the components required, and using those components how you can connect your computers in network based on their geographical spread, based on the architecture, and also based on the arrangement of nodes.